However many holy words you read, however many you speak, what good will they do you, if you do not act on upon them? There is nothing more dreadful than the habit of doubt. Doubt separates people. It is a poison that disintegrates friendships and breaks up pleasant relations. It is a thorn that irritates and hurts. It is a sword that kills. No one saves us but ourselves. No one can and no one may. We ourselves must walk the path. All that we are is the result of what we have thought. It is founded on our thoughts and made up of our thoughts. If a man speak or act with an evil thought, suffering follows him as the wheel follows the hoof of the beast that draws the wagon. If a man speak or act with a good thought, happiness follows him like a shadow that never leaves him. Peace comes from within. Do not seek it without. Three things cannot hide for long: the moon, the sun, and the truth. Do not believe in anything simply because you have heard it. Do not believe in anything simply because it is spoken and rumored by many. Do not believe in anything simply because it is found written in your religious books. Do not believe in anything merely on the authority of your teachers and elders. Do not believe in traditions because they have been handed down for many generations. But after observation and analysis, when you find that anything agrees with reason and is conducive to the good and benefit of one and all, then accept it and live up to it. Holding on to anger is like grasping a hot coal with the intent of throwing it at someone else. You are the one who gets burned. Doubt everything. Find your own light. Your purpose in life is to find your purpose and give your whole heart and soul to it. Let us rise up and be thankful, for if we didn't learn a lot, at least we learned a little, and if we didn't learn a little, at least we didn't get sick, and if we got sick, at least we didn't die. So, let us all be thankful. Every morning we are born again. What we do today is what matters most. There is no path to happiness. Happiness is the path. Believe nothing, no matter where you read it or who said it, no matter if I have said it, unless it agrees with your own reason and your own common sense. If you truly loved yourself, you could never hurt another. A man is not called wise because he talks and talks again, but if he is peaceful, loving, and fearless, then he is in truth called wise. You will not be punished for your anger, you will be punished by your anger. Conquer the angry one by not getting angry, conquer the wicked by goodness, conquer the stingy by generosity, and the liar by speaking the truth. Greater in battle than the man who would conquer 1,000 men, is he who would conquer just one, himself. Better to conquer yourself than others. When you've trained yourself, living in constant self-control, neither a Deva, nor Gandhava, nor a Mara banded with Brahmas, could turn that triumph back into defeat. It is like a lighted torch, whose flame can be distributed to ever so many other torches, which people may bring along, and therewith they will cook food and dispel darkness, while the original torch itself remains burning ever the same. It is even so with the bliss of the way. If you do not change direction, you may end up where you are heading. If we could see the miracle of a single flower clearly, our whole life would change. Nothing can harm you as much as your own thoughts unguarded. Do not dwell in the past, do not dream of the future, concentrate the mind on the present moment. The trouble is, you think you have time. Happiness will never come to those who fail to appreciate what they already have. We are what we think. All that we are arises with our thoughts. With our thoughts, we make the world. Train your mind to see something good in everything. If you light a lamp for somebody, it will also brighten your path. The quieter you become, the more you can hear. With our thoughts, we make the world. No matter how hard the past, you can always begin. You only lose what you cling to. Rule your mind or it will rule you. Let the past make you better, not bitter. The root of suffering is attachment. A disciplined mind brings happiness. Give, even if you only have a little. Conquer anger with non-anger. Conquer badness with goodness. Conquer meanness with generosity. Conquer dishonesty with truth. Drop by drop is the water pot filled. Likewise, the wise man, gathering it little by little, fills himself with good. I will not look at another's bowl intent on finding fault, a training to be observed. Let none find fault with others, let none see the omissions and commissions of others, but let one see one's own acts, done and undone. Should a person do good, let him do it again and again. Let him find pleasure therein, for blissful is the accumulation of good. May all beings have happy minds. Delight in heedfulness, guard well your thoughts. Should you find a wise critic to point out your faults, follow him as you would a guide to hidden treasure. Should a seeker not find a companion who is better or equal, let them resolutely pursue a solitary course. In whom there is no sympathy for living beings, know him as an outcast. Hatred is never appeased by hatred in this world. By non-hatred alone is hatred appeased. This is a law eternal. Live with no sense of mine, not forming attachment to experiences. Better it is to live one day seeing the rise and fall of things than to live 100 years without ever seeing the rise and fall of things. One is not called noble who harms living beings. By not harming living beings one is called noble. If a man going down into a river, swollen and swiftly flowing, is carried away by the current, how can he help others across? All conditioned things are impermanent. When one sees this with wisdom, one turns away from suffering.